Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion's Challenge Runs in the Binding of Isaac. Probably pretty self-evident what today's run is. This was suggested by YouTube user T-Rex Master 12, which is a name that I would have chosen when I'm 10 years old. I mean, no offense by that. T-Rexes are awesome. Who knows, maybe you're Trex Master, and that's just some kind of like dinosaur-themed cereal. In any case, we have Guppy's Tail, Guppy's Paw, Guppy's Head, and Tammy's Head, so this is an all-cat themed run. I tweaked Trex Master's run a little bit, because he had suggested a number of themes that I thought necessarily were not in keeping with having an entertaining run, like talking entirely with a lisp. I don't know if I could necessarily get that done, and it would probably be largely annoying. In terms of like conditions for this run, basically I'm going to run conditionless, which might seem crazy considering we're starting with such good item potential here. I mean, we can fly, Tammy's Head's a decent item, you know, Guppy's Tail is pretty much worthless, and the other ones are all active items that I don't have anymore. But beyond this, the kind of balancing factor is that I won't be able to take any spacebar items to replace Tammy's Head. So we're going to roll with Tammy's Head for the duration. I think it's going to be fairly balanced. I hope it's going to be fairly balanced anyway. Of course, we are going to be creating flies as well, which is going to be awesome for us. But I don't know. We'll see as this moves onwards. I'm going to take Red Patch for sure. Was that worth my last remaining key? And my only key, for that matter? Possibly. That's my only answer to that question. We might as well explore absolutely every room because we are in the basement part 1 and it should be fairly easy for us. Obviously, I'm going to save Tammy's Head until things get a little bit crazier on this room right here. Super Envy could give us an attack fly, which would be in keeping with kind of the run that we have going on for us so far. There we go. We got a huge amount of slowdown there as we got like 10 objects on screen at once, which Isaac, of course, cannot handle a lot of the time. We're just going to stay relatively safe. The reason we're down a heart, by the way, is because the first room that I entered in this game had, like, the hardest layout I've possibly seen from Basement Part 1. There was, like, it was the room with the eyeless, or not eyeless ooze guys, but the guys who chase you around that are not eyeless ooze guys, the, like, pink ones. Anyway, they were all hidden behind poop, which normally makes things easy, but all of the poop was, like, the neutral fly poop, so it created a bunch of neutral flies. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We got an attack fly, which is cool. We got a troll bomb, which is decidedly not cool, game. And we are going to go into our last remaining room here to try to find, hopefully, some health, because I'm a little bit worried about that. Although with our fly army here, we should probably be okay against this boss. This boss will drop some health. It was these guys, these MFers, caused me all those problems. So now we're going to see if we can't get some red hearts here. If not, maybe I end up going to the secret room. Who knows? That is sad. But just don't die early, and I should be okay. I should be a little bit more defensive, because I can hang out over these rocks. I haven't played with the cat too much in my life before, so this is kind of, it's all new to me, shall we say. Duke of Flies is somewhat ironic to be fighting right now, considering we are the true Duke of Flies. We're going to gain a little extra health and hopefully some HP. And the other thing I want is some tier effects to basically make Tammy's Head that much more valuable. But anyway, we'll see as we continue onwards. The number one thing, of course, for us to get right now is actually some damn keys, because without this, we are going to find it very difficult to succeed without going to item rooms and shops. I mean, the shop is probably less valuable, again. Anytime we have a spacebar item, which essentially has infinite item power. I mean, we don't really have infinite item power from Tammy's Head here, but we do have the capabilities to use it at least once per room, which we might as well, otherwise there's kind of no point to holding it. So we don't need things like the battery and whatnot, but still, you know, the shop could potentially give us the compass. Ladder's kind of useless, map, etc., etc. 2 keys, thank God. Hopefully we find a passive in here so we can get something useful. That is definitely an active, but we will take 1 card. Who knows, maybe it'll be useful. The Hanged Man, it's actually totally worthless. We might as well just pop that right away as we move onwards. Why not use our other key? Pop this open. It's going to take us back to full health and give us a little bit of money. Was it worth it? Not at all. Alright, so easy come, easy go on those keys. Should be done with this room fairly quickly. We are a little bit overpowered right now, but certainly not nearly as overpowered as we were on that glass cannon run. So anything could happen. I mean, on that glass cannon run, we were like halfway through to the mom fight by this point, whereas we're on the basement part 2 right now. So if you haven't seen that run, that should give you some idea of how absurdly powerful that one was, for better or for worse. Might as well use Tammy's Head. I'm not... Oh, the shot actually managed to snipe that grandfather fly in the top left. Lucky me. And bombs and keys are coming fast and furious right now. Haven't really found great uses for Tammy's Head so far, although it did speed that room up a little bit. HP upgrade, please. Range down. Not the end of the world, but obviously not really what I was hoping for either. And we are speeding through rooms a little bit more quickly now. I'm not sure if Tammy's Head synergizes... Wow, that was easy. With, like, range downs. Like, if that decreases the range downs or that decreases the range on Tammy's head. Also, we will take the belt for a speed upgrade. Been a pretty fast-paced run so far. Lots of things happening for better or for worse. Okay, so I'd say that was a fairly good floor. If we get some more money, like if we get a pageant boy or something from Larry Jr., I'll probably be inclined to go to the shop. Otherwise, I will probably just save our keys for now. And that was a very easy fight. We have a coin purse, which could be awesome or terrible, depending entirely on what this red pill does. Balls of steel. That is like 6 spirit hearts for the price of jack shit. So we'll take that. And what about our blue pill? Why, oh why didn't I take the blue pill? Hey, it's a tiers upgrade. Awesome. Deal with the devil contains rage. We already have red patch, but I kind of feel like rage is worth getting in this situation too. Plus, it just makes our cat look sweet as hell. So I think it's time to go down to the next floor. That was a very nice mom's coin purse there. Maybe one of the best ones I've ever had, to be honest with you. The rage is going to give us increased damage. Again, I'm not sure if Tammy's head synergizes with rage, as in, like, enemies we kill with Tammy's head feed into our rage. I expect that they do. But, again, when it comes to the mechanics of the Binding of Isaac, I'm not necessarily the #1 source, as you guys know. So I could be totally wrong about that. Might as well pop this open. It's a troll bomb. The troll bomb will kill a single silkworm, which kind of feels like a pittance in exchange for the fact that I have to deal with this entire room. It does, and actually Tammy's head, if we save Tammy's head until we've already built up rage, like we did in this situation, Tammy's head actually becomes increasingly more damaging. That's something that might be interesting to keep a note. I'm not necessarily going to say, oh, stop wasting yourself, flies. Seriously. That was a total waste. I'm not necessarily saying that's going to be something that's going to make the game substantially easier for us, but it is something that's interesting to note mechanically with respect to Tammy's head. Well, we've amassed a pretty sweet fly army around ourselves again, so let us continue onwards. Obviously, our goal on this one is going to be Blue Baby, which I think is within our grasp. Oh, almost got hit there. Depending on how these floors go and the items we get, of course, getting the relic is definitely a good... well, not even start, because we're already well started, but a good step along that path towards eventually being able to take out the hardest boss in the game. And it is going to be a hard boss for us, because we're going to be constantly encouraging him to shoot by hitting him with flies, as well as our, own rate of fire. That was not the best. This is when, this run is going to struggle a little bit, is when we end up in situations where Tammy's head is going to make it impossible, or is going to find it incredibly difficult to hit enemies, like on a situation like this, where there's like 500 rocks surrounding us. But on an open room, like so, Tammy's head works really well. Let's see what we've got going on in our shop. We have Bum Friend. We're gonna buy the key and get out of here. I'm not really interested in picking up Bum Friend at this point. Maybe a little later. We got another key as well. And it's onwards to the boss fight. So far, so good, I would say. We should possibly keep that green one alive, just in case he feels the need to actually take a shot at Blue Baby. I think we almost killed it with our attack fly there. And I'm just building up some rage here, and then I'm gonna use Tammy's head. At which point, it should do a lot of damage to Gertie, I hope. Well, it's probably worth using just now. Gertie is dead, and we didn't lose any health there, which is awesome. Just take out the green nub before I can fire again. Another HP upgrade, and another deal with the devil. Krampus would be awesome. Sadly, we don't get that, and we don't really want either of these items. I mean, I could, since I said the run was conditionless, I could take Brimstone. I don't think it would be worth it. I would rather have some sweet tears going on. And of course, our #1 item on this run would definitely be getting some tier effects. So anything like, I don't know, would Quad Shot give us, we've done it on, whoa, okay, I got confused there for a second. We've used Quad Shot with Tammy's head before, or Sacred Heart at least. I can't remember how it worked out though, if it was for the best or if it didn't have any effect at all. But yeah, like a slowing effect, like a Mom's Contact or something would be really cool. A freezing effect, of course. Or, I guess, any kind of, like, tough love or something could be interesting even, especially if we get a lot of luck. Or, $3 bill would actually be pretty cool as well. I don't even know. I'm just spouting off random names of items at this point. I totally forgot I could fly and thought I was going to walk over those spikes. Eventually, we'll come across a better item room. I assure you. Oh, that was kind of close. We haven't taken damage in a long time, which bodes well for us moving forwards. I think we've already seen this. It's a range down, which means I am going to be trying to pick up something else as soon as possible. We definitely have enough money to make the shop on the next floor worthwhile, provided it doesn't have super greed or just, some item we don't want, which has pretty much been the case so far 100% of the time. That's our first damage in quite a while. But we'll continue onwards in the hopes that we are going to a boss room here. Attack Fly is the unsung hero of this run so far. And I feel like whenever I mention an unsung hero, it's oftentimes attack fly. So it's an item that I kind of enjoy getting, even though I don't actively or consciously use it. The fact that it's there, I think, improves my chances of success a decent amount. We got Judgment. We'll play him. Might as well fight our boss. Don't let me forget about this item room, though, game. Or commenters. Because if I end up not getting the item room, that could be a big problem. Remember, we got the relic from our last item room. So I'm just going to pop open Tammy's head now. It didn't hit anybody. We've got a blue fly just kind of hanging out in the middle, which is weird. Fallen actually just, like, phased right through it and didn't do anything. Now, what do I want from Fallen here? Pact or Mark? Or Pentagram? Even Ouija board? Instead we get Spirit of the Night? I guess it's technically like getting Ouija board, because now we can shoot through the rocks, but it's not really a good item. We have a pill here. Oh, that's a heart. I thought that was a pill. Alright, so let's use Judgment first. Preferably, I'd love to get his item while staying above 15 cents, so we could buy something from the shop on the next floor. And so be it. We got Mom's Purse, which means we will be able to take a trinket in addition to the Polaroid down to the next floor. Awesome. So far, so good. We are really not in a position to complain. Still have 3 red heart containers as well as 6.5 spirit hearts, which is enough to keep us alive for the foreseeable future at the very least. That was kind of ballsy. I definitely should not have just taken Larry Jr. head on there. That's another Balls of Steel pill, and we're getting incredibly lucky with those so far. We're just going to continue to make our way to the item room. Hopefully that's a curse room, which doesn't interest me too much. And we get a little bit more money and another bomb. The bomb could come in handy if we ever come across the vaunted tinted rocks, which have just not existed for whatever reason here. And I believe there's enough HP for us on this floor for me to feel okay about playing this blood bank. At the very least, we're going to get enough HP later, and that's exactly what I was hoping for there. So that former point is moot. We basically get a speed upgrade and another blood bank. A speed upgrade and an HP upgrade. We'll pop this open. Extra health. Could come in handy right here. A tinted rock. Hey, did the relic or the attack fly knock that out of the way? That was weird. Well, this is interesting. Is it Blue Baby Soul? That's Fate. That allows us to fly as well, and it gives us an Eternal Heart. We're getting some weird... Oh, there goes the Eternal Heart. I didn't think it worked like that. I thought it took Spirit Hearts first. In any case, that item was basically worthless in that situation, but oh well. We're going to pick up a ton of money here, and hopefully another blood bag, although I think it's unlikely given the fact that I recently got one anyway. And now that we've done that, we're going to pick up this heart. We're going to continue playing. Again, with the amount of Spirit Hearts that we have, we're going to get health back anyway. It's... Oh, come on. Now you're just getting goddamn ridiculous, game. Let's drop some Tammy's head there. Another half heart. Okay. We're going to get Celtic Cross, which is alright. We're going to check out our mob trap room. This floor has been surprisingly good to us. I do want to pop this open. That's exactly what I was hoping for, actually. So now we will be able to play that earlier blood bank. I don't know if there's any like increased chance to getting blood bag on like subsequent attempts. Like, if it matters whether we're playing that one that we just saw, the fresh blood bank, or the one that we've kind of worked on a little bit. I have no idea if it makes a difference. Wow! We are getting so lucky! This is incredible! Here's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to blow this up, because we usually get hearts for that. Half a heart, anyway, and a little bit of extra money. And then we'll see if we can't milk a blood bag out of this one. Oh my god. Somehow, Celtic Cross went as well, which is going to allow us to play like 4 times for free. Keep this up as long as we can. At the very least, we're going to have a ton of cash. Oh, we got another blood bag. This is insane. The game's being too good to us right now. I could look for the secret room, but, you know, why act like I'm being ungrateful now when the game has instead been amazing to us? I wish we didn't lose the Eternal Heart, but in order to, you know, get that full HP upgrade anyway, then I guess it kind of balanced itself out, didn't it? So we are just going to go down to the next floor again. Crazy luck so far. Very pleased. This is going to be Curse of the Labyrinth, which again could be awesome for us. As for once, we will only have to deal with 1 floor here. A couple of bosses, but only 1 floor. Problem might be that we don't really have much with respect to keys. And obviously we're going to have to do something about that. Maybe this will help us. Well, there's 1 key. Definitely do not want to use that on the golden chest. And we have Remote Detonator, which we'll pick up just briefly to give us the 5 extra bombs. Not a great item, but 1 key for 5 bombs is a fairly solid trade. I guess the reason we're getting so many golden chests is because of Guppy's tail, but it's actually been working out well for us. It's the first time in memory that I can recall Guppy's tail really being substantially useful for us. So many Spirit Hearts as well. Can't complain about that in the least as we make our way towards the bosses. If I don't get any more keys, I might just bum rush the bosses on this floor. It's probably an irresponsible decision. However, it would definitely speed things up. You can't argue with that. So we're just going to back it up here. If only... Oh, that was bad damage. But if only I had Flat Penny, then Guppy's Tail would synergize very well, especially with the amount of money that we've gotten over the course of this goddamned run. You know what? We definitely should look for keys, because we want to go to the shop, given our current situation. Don't worry, I see that there's a Spirit Heart there. And thank you. I feel like I'm not even doing anything anymore. Like, the game is just handing me easy rooms. That was a nice Tammy's Head there. Like, the flies are doing a lot of work for me. Tammy's Head is doing a lot of work for me. And Rage is doing the rest when enemies survive that initial onslaught, which only happens rarely. So we'll take that. More golden chests, which I can't use yet. Again, that's our only sore spot right now. And Tammy's Head thankfully allowed me to take out some of these dudes. Or at least take out their necks, which means they're way less dangerous. Another golden chest, which I can't do anything about. And in here we're going to have some more ooze guys. This should be fairly easy with our attack fly helping us. But, you know, with us doing a lot of damage as well. No need to even use Tammy's Head there. And the Spirit Arts just keep coming. The question is, are we strong enough to possibly beat Blue Baby and Isaac on this run? I think the answer is yes, but it's still up in the air for sure. We will now, I guess, do some more exploring, because we didn't find the boss room and we didn't find any keys. Really the perfect storm of badness there, but I can't complain about this run at all. Again, I cannot stress enough that this is possibly some of the best luck. I mean, we're like 403 episodes in now, so it's hard for me to remember every single episode, as you might expect. But definitely some of the best luck we've ever had in The Binding of Isaac. Now, hopefully we get a key on this room, because I definitely want to go to the shop. Hopefully we get a key on this room, because I definitely want to go to the Sherp. Zombies are dying in 2 hits. All is right with the universe. Thank you, flies. Even without piercing shots, which would be awesome, the flies are making the zombies very easy to take out. There we go. We got a key. Alright, we're going to use that to go to the shop. Maybe there will be keys for sale. No. Just greed. But sometimes greed drops a key. Guess he feels bad about his, you know, monopolizing our single locked appendage or tool. And with him dying here, we'll get the Steam sale and a golden chest, which is literally the opposite of a key. And we... Oh, I guess a lock is kind of the opposite of... I don't know. What is the opposite of a key? A yek? Authentic Bulgarian miak! If you get that reference, you're as lame as I am. Or you were just a 90s kid. Only 90s kids will get this. More golden chests. The game's just taunting me right now, but that's okay, because it's been very good to us so far, which I feel like is the catchphrase of this entire run right now. Also, keep in mind, 17 bombs means... Oh, another key. 17 bombs means Mom's heart is going to be very easy to take out. If it wasn't already, now it's going to be basically a joke. Not sure if Tammy's Head really was that valuable there. I did take a Spirit Heart loss from basically being a big dummy. We do Zoffle as well. We do have a Tinted Rock on here, though, which means more Spirit Hearts, and possibly more keys, and possibly, you know, Small Rock. That's extra damage. Well, there's a key right there. There's a series of golden chests. Let's use the bomb first. We get a Spirit Heart. Okay, that's fine. I took more damage than I should have on the past few rooms. We have so many golden chests, my god. Oh, we've already been in there. Okay, so we can use one key to open a golden chest and get a damage upgrade. Beautiful. That was both fortuitous and incredibly lucky. Now, we're not going to open the other golden chest yet, unless we get a skeleton key in our last item room, in which case somebody up there truly does love us, because this will really give us a lot of chances for success. Well, it's the D20. I can't replace Tammy's Head, and we are now out of keys. That's still okay, though. Again, that just random damage upgrade from Steven is awesome, especially considering we have Rage. And we'll be able to carry Rage down to the next floor, actually, for once, because we do have Mom's Purse as well. We've gotten so many weird and great items on this run. It was totally unexpected. Thank you, Relic. How about this one? Health up, tears down. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Not a huge deal in the whole scheme of things, considering all the upgrades that we've gotten. Again, flies, so stupid sometimes, just constantly attacking that which takes no damage. Didn't mean to make it sound like Voldemort there. We'll take our keys again. Why not open some more golden chests? You never know. Well, we got more money, health that we don't need, and more health that we don't need. But if we come across a blood bank, that could mean a free HP upgrade, as it has in the past. This is a room where I would almost guarantee that we're going to get some slowdown by way of that right there. Maybe not. slight frame hit at worst. And it's going to be a dead end. And we're basically going to burn these keys as soon as we get them, because we have so many. It's been kind of a slow run so far, but that's not the fault of the game for not giving us very much damage. Quite the contrary, it's just because I've been exploring so much and going through, like, emphasizing so many advantages. I would love a rate of fire upgrade. That's what I want now. Sad onion, skinny odd mushroom, anything along those lines. Might as well take umbilical cord for now. Just gonna hang out still here. Get these guys to shoot. Ah, that was awful damage. I'm starting to lose more spirit hearts than I'm gaining. It's not going to be a big problem yet, but that could change drastically. Yes, I know the bosses are there, but the reason we're going to take care of these guys first is just on the off chance we get some keys that will allow us to open more golden chests, and more golden chests, well, that's more money. More golden chests means potentially more items, which means potentially a better chance of victory. Seriously? This is a long-ass slot machine chain here. All right. So we are going to head into these depths fights where I think we're going to be doing very well. Mom's fight should be the easiest of all because we're going to build so much rage. And there is a tinted rock here. Who knows? That could actually give us a key. So we got Monstro trapped in the worst possible situation. Just pop some Tammy's head there. Did a decent amount of damage. He's dead. That was quick. Tears upgrade is awesome. Tarot card is the world, which we will save as long as possible. And with a key, you know what that means. One golden chest is going to be opened. For the Fool card. That is useless. Maybe we'll get a key from the Mom fight, but we won't be able to use it. In any case, finally at the Mom fight, it's going to be Blue Mom, which is actually possibly a blessing in disguise versus Red Mom at least. Because we will be able to build a bunch of rage here, which should allow us to do a lot of damage to Mom's heart when we eventually choose... Oops, to Mom, sorry, when we eventually choose to use the Tammy's head, which is going to be now. I did that to take care of the Greed Heads, who are some of the most annoying enemies in the game. In any case, Mom's dead. That was super quick. I'm happy with the crate here, especially if that pill ends up being very useful. The Sun card is more useful than the World. Polaroid plus Red Patch is going to be our go-to here. And what is our pill? We should take it because we don't know what it does. Luck up. Fantastic. Alright, so it's down to the next floor. Feeling very confident about our chances immediately, at least. It looks like we're going to be subject to the pink glitch again. Happening with increasing regularity for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. But in any case, we've got a second to talk about it. How's your sex life? How's it going, guys? Yeah, pretty good. Just staring at it like a pixelated picture of a baby crying. Naked baby. FBI just pulled up in front. Okay, so we got Curse of Darkness, which means we can't use the Sun card on this floor even if we want to. Spoilers, I don't want to. I want to save it as long as possible. But of course, you already know that unless episode 403 of the Binding of Isaac Let's Play is somehow the first one you've ever watched from me, which would be... Surprise, there's got to be at least one person out there for whom this is the first episode they're watching this. And did I just use whom correctly without consciously thinking about it? That's like a step forward for me as a mature adult. In any case... We're going to take our money and our bombs and get the F out of here. We do have a key. Do we save it for the chest, or do we start popping open golden chests on the regular now? Good question. I think it depends on how many keys we get. If we stay fairly low on the key front, then I'm... Oh, that's tears up. Definitely take that. If we stay fairly low on keys, I'm going to save them for the chest, because that's when they'll be most valuable, guaranteed. If we end up getting a lot of keys, then, of course, we will start popping open some more golden chests. That was easy enough. And we're going to be done with this floor. We're going to be fighting Daddy Longlegs. Triachnid, the easy way to figure out whether you're fighting Daddy Longlegs or Triachnid is Triachnid has like the big eye in the center. Daddy Longlegs does not. I know it's rich for me to be giving advice on how to figure out the names of the bosses and tell them apart when I make the mistakes so much myself. Deal with it, what can I say? I just put my sunglasses on. More money for us. Deal with the devil. I don't really want to take anything unless we have Guppy's Paw. But I would love to fight Krampus. I can't even take any of those. I could trade 2 red hearts for a spirit heart via the nail. Is it worth it? No. Absolutely not worth going to that room either. I am just going to head down to the next floor. That was super easy and super quick. Pretty much describes my sex life. Kill these guys. Don't get hit by the easiest enemies you could possibly be fighting on the Womb Part 2. And we're not going to use our key. But again, Relic giving us a lot of hearts via, or the Spirit Heart channel, I guess. I don't even know what I'm saying there. Spirit Heart channel sounds like that one channel on cable you just never turn into. Like when you go to it on Sundays, you're like, oh man, I thought it was gonna be cartoons. Pat Robertson, what are you doing here? Okay, so opening this, and we found a troll bomb, but also the Mom's Heart boss fight, which is gonna be super easy for us. We already killed a laser by accident. And we are just going to wait for Rage to build like crazy, and then we are going to abuse the fact that we still have Tammy's head. And a huge army of flies as well, which should protect me fairly well. I don't even want to use these flies on Monstro. I just want to hit Monstro the old-fashioned way. We'll just keep... Oh, I forgot to pop in a bomb there. They're going to differentiate too much. Well, we still killed many, at the very least. Don't waste yourself on the zombie's head. No! Relic pulled the bomb closer to me. We're going to use Tammy's head very shortly. Don't you worry. It's not permanently throwing bombs yet, so I'm not too worried. Our rage should be, like, through the roof. There we go, permanently throwing bombs, which means we'll kill these things. And then, oh, that was bad damage on my part. But then we'll pop a Tammy's head of our own. Was it really worth saving that long? Probably not, considering the amount of damage that it did. But regardless, this will be the end of this fight. Very easy. We got a Spirit Heart to compensate us for the one that we lost. It's up to the next floor, where I may indeed use the Sun card. I kind of feel like I might be better off just saving it as a full health. Like a full health upgrade or pill, if you will. Basically, for lack of a better word. We should go stand next to these guys now that we have invincibility. I hate the turrets that blend in with the color of the ground. So annoying. But also, it might be just faster for me to find the boss with the sun. But the sun is so valuable, it feels like a total waste to just do things that way. Feels very cynical when you do things that way. Like, I've mathematically figured out the best way to beat Isaac rather than just following my heart Captain Planet style. So yeah, you know what? We'll just find the boss. We'll try to use the sun either as a full health upgrade if necessary, or a full health consumable if necessary. Or, who knows, we can use it on the chest to find the boss more quickly if we're still doing well with respect to Spirit Hearts at that point. We've reached a dead end here, obviously. Might seem bad, but it's actually, you know, a blessing because we know exactly which way not to go now. That was terrible damage. Not going to open that golden chest because, again, we're still in a terrible situation with respect to keys. It's one of those few rooms where I like to use Tammy's head right away because the faster we kill those greed heads, the better. I think I've done fairly well with Tammy's head strategy so far. Tammy's head strategy sounds like my sister's diary in high school. Hey-o! Hi-o is trademarked by Ed McMahon. I'm sorry. Just going to hide out a little bit in the corner here. Kill the bomb flies. Continue taking absolutely preventable damage against Loki. This is kind of unfortunate. But at least our rage is built up to the point where we should kill this Loki very quickly. There he goes at some point in the future. Now? Yeah, okay, good. Again, there is a... Yeah, I might as well walk in here. Maybe there's an item just on a pedestal. You never put the item on a pedestal. I really just want to get a few keys. Help me out here, game. That's going to be a Tinted Rock. That is very important right now. For a single Spirit Heart, it's not the greatest, but it is valuable. Let's check out our potential secret Whoa, there's like some weird lag going on here. I'm not sure if it's with my keyboard or the game. That is not the secret room. Might as well pick up some money. Who knows? Maybe money equals power just appears randomly at some point in the future. Unlikely, but, you know, stranger things have happened. Mathematically impossible things, I suppose. Because that's what I think finding money equals power randomly on the chest is, because I've never seen it before. We got another golden chest in here. Let's pop that bad boy open. We get another key, which is very useful, of course, and the Spirit Heart as well is nothing to sneeze at. Monster 2, annoying as hell because he takes forever to kill, but largely not too much of a problem. Excellent, and another Spirit Heart by way of the Relic. Starting to think we're definitely on the right track here when it comes to getting to the boss room. I hate this room, but as long as Super Greed just kind of hangs out nearby, I can just chill out over top of this rock and basically not risk anything. If that Greed Head stands still, Attack Fly is going to rotate around and bust it up. Well, sort of. Okay, I realize this is boring, don't get me wrong, but I definitely do not want to take any damage at this point. Greed, you're being kind of a dick. And plus our rage is building. Don't forget that. So as time goes on, we are building more and more of a case for being able to one-shot or two-shot these guys. Super Greed actually managed to hit me despite me hanging out over the rocks, which is kind of unbelievable. He hit me twice! I didn't think it was going to be possible. 3 times. Holy shit, that was a terrible end to that room. Got Daddy Longlegs again. Tammy's head may or may not have done anything at all there. But we're going to build rage regardless, and the flies will help us out, of course. So, we've had some fairly tricky rooms, sadly. That's an easy one. Spider's going to die any second now. Golden chest I didn't mean to open. I'm sorry. It was an accident. This is a dead end, but I'm glad it's a dead end we went to because there is a tinted rock. I love fighting the Widow at this point in the game. Makes things very easy. It's probably the easiest room we could possibly get. There's 2 Spirit Hearts. Makes me feel a little bit better about wasting that key a second ago, even though it shouldn't. And we got another dead end. So Tammy's head right away. Obviously the shots from Tammy's head will just completely phase around the enemy. Otherwise it would be far too easy. Celtic Cross. Anytime you want to give me some surprising invincibility, I'm all for it, by the way. But for now, we're just going to rage our hardest against Loki. Sadly, we've reached another dead end, and I'm starting to think that maybe it would have been a good idea for me to use the Sun card here, although, let's keep in mind, we are still doing very well with respect to health. Could play the slot machine with 93 cents, but I'm super lazy, so I'm not going to. We'll use Tammy's head here. Didn't hit anybody, as usual. But, you know, as things die, our rage builds and builds, so Tammy's head not a waste regardless, as long as it hits, you know, something. Even the cockles of my heart. Now, this is another easy Tammy's head room to start with because we want to make sure that these guys die, lest I get hit by them, which happens all the damn time, because they're the most annoying enemy I could possibly face at this point. Finally, our boss room, along with the range down pill, which we are absolutely going to skip over. Okay, the Isaac fight's going to be tricky. We're going to have to do a lot of dodging here. I'm going to try to save Tammy's head until I actually have to do some crowd control. Whenever I get hit, it's going to be in my best interest to at least try to, or whenever I get hit and I have invincibility from Celtic Cross, it's going to be in my best interest to go do some damage to Isaac via the attack fly. My existing fly is doing okay. Dodging's gone alright so far. Oh, not really. Celtic Cross, you kind of led me down here. Still can't see the Spirit Hearts though, so I feel okay. Definitely do not want to take 4 damage per phase in this fight though. I'd probably survive, but I would be in a very bad position for Blue Baby. Especially if I had to use the Sun card. There we go. Standing still, apparently the best defense sometimes. Almost, we're past halfway now. Not building any rage, which is the worst part of these fights when you normally rely on that to build up your damage. We do have good base damage, though, by way of that Steven we picked up earlier. So just keep it up. Oh, this is probably a good situation to use Tammy's head now, because it can do some crowd control. I don't think it hit anything again. But we did build some rage, at least. And we have a lot to worry about on the screen right now. But as long as we keep hitting Isaac with some of these shots, it's okay. Probably like 1 shot away. He's got to be nearly dead. We still can't see our Spirit Hearts, which is great. Just drop a bomb in here. Maybe that'll solve some of my problems. Well, somehow it got pushed out of the way. Relic, was that you? It's time to go down to the chest with only a single key. Let's see what we get. Rosary. Actually pretty good. Let's pop the Sun card. I would not have gone that way. Okay, so now we're going to hope that we don't need the full health from the Sun, because I basically just used it as a compass. Was it a good idea? Only time will tell. I certainly don't think it was the worst possible use of the card. I want to kill Famine. Oh, come on. That was like the perfect brownie in motion there. Yeah, I wanted to kill Famine before we fought War, just to get our rage built up a little bit. Make this perhaps a more efficient fight. I didn't want to stand in the middle there, but that ended up being the best possible decision, I think. So again, we're taking crazy damage, but the Relic should hook us up as we continue onwards. That might have been the Relic, that might have just been a random drop, but either way, I am thankful for it. Similar situation, we're going to fight Pestilence before we fight War here. I actually prefer fighting Pestilence on this room because he's kind of easier to dodge. When both War and Famine get going at the same time, it can be a pain in the ass. And this is going to be an easier version of War to fight, in my opinion anyway. He's going to hit himself with those bombs. I think it does damage, at least. And with my speed, he will have no chance to catch me. So that is another room in the books. We got basically nothing for it, but onwards to the next room. Alright, with these Gertie Juniors, I popped Tammy's head right away because I wanted them to die as soon as possible. Get a little simplification going on screen. We should get a Spirit Heart for finishing this room because those blue guys oftentimes do drop Spirit Hearts. Maybe always drop Spirit Hearts. Not 100% clear on it. And Gertie Jr. is dead. There's our Spirit Heart. And another one from the Relic. And speed and range up. So I'll take it. The range upgrade might be nice considering I've lost a lot of range on this run. And now it is time for the Blue Baby fight, where I think we have basically 0 chance of failure. I can probably just tank this. Who would have thought that the cat upgrades would have been so awesome right from the get-go? This is actually going to be easier than the Isaac fight, potentially, because we're going to build up a ton of rage by way of the flies that he creates all the time. So I'm just dropping bombs in there. I'm being a little bit coarse with this fight. I'm not too worried about it in the long run, because I'm pretty sure we have like 0 chance of failure. We'd have to get hit more than 12 times at this point, which is pretty unlikely. Considering I've been hit like 6 times and I've just been hemorrhaging damage constantly, while running into him. Finally, we have hearts on the screen again, but again, I'm fighting him lazily, but we're going to succeed regardless. Probably right now. Oh, I exited the Roomba exit. Okay. That would have made things a little bit more interesting, but in any case, that is going to do it for this run. Thank you to T-Rex Master 12 for that suggestion. Always like those cat runs. Makes things a little bit more varied than your usual Mom's Knife and Brimstone fare, but in any case, as I finish my post-Isaac stretch, I would like to remind you to suggest your challenge runs in the comments, and I will do the ones I deem most entertaining or appropriate. And in any case, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.